The psychology of soulmates. Have you ever met someone and felt like you've known them forever, even though you just met? Your conversations feel effortless, silence isn't awkward, and somehow they seem to understand parts of you that no one else does. Is that proof that soulmates exist? Or is your brain creating one of the most powerful illusions you'll ever experience? Let's find out. Imagine two strangers. They grow up in different cities, different families, different lives. Years later, they meet. Within weeks, they're finishing each other's sentences, sharing secrets they've never told anyone, and thinking, this person is my soulmate. But here's the surprising part. Psychologists have discovered that this feeling doesn't appear because someone is magically perfect for you. It appears because your brain starts building an emotional shortcut. And once that process begins, everything changes. Our brains are constantly searching for patterns. It's the same reason we see faces in clouds or believe certain songs were meant for us. When someone matches our values, personality, humor, or emotional needs, the brain doesn't simply say they're compatible. Instead, it creates a much stronger story. They're the one. This is called meaning-making. Humans don't just experience love, we create stories about love, and those stories often become more powerful than reality itself. Think about your favorite couple. Most people assume they stayed together because they were soulmates, but research shows something different. Many long-lasting couples weren't instantly perfect for each other. They became perfect through thousands of small moments, arguments, forgiveness, support, shared memories. Every experience slowly rewired their brains until the relationship felt irreplaceable. In other words, soulmates are often created, not discovered. Now here's where things get interesting. Have you noticed that when you fall deeply for someone, they suddenly seem funnier, more attractive? Even their flaws become cute. This isn't just love, it's psychology. Scientists call it the halo effect. When we strongly like one quality about someone, our brain automatically assumes many other positive qualities exist too. Your brain fills in the blanks, not because it's lying, but because it's trying to create a complete picture. That's why people in love often ignore obvious red flags. But what happens when reality finally appears? The butterflies slow down. The excitement fades. You notice habits that once seemed adorable now becoming annoying. Many people panic. They think, maybe they weren't my soulmate after all. But psychologists say something important. The honeymoon phase isn't supposed to last forever. Real attachment begins after it ends. That's when love changes from excitement into choice. But let's take a simple example. Imagine two couples. The first believes soulmates never argue. The second believes disagreements help people understand each other better. Guess which relationship usually survives? The second. Because they don't interpret conflict as failure. They see it as growth. Ironically, believing too strongly in the idea of perfect soulmates can actually damage relationships because perfection doesn't exist. People do. Attachment style also plays a huge role. If someone grew up feeling emotionally safe, they often find it easier to trust and connect. But someone who experienced inconsistency may confuse emotional intensity with true love. The relationship feels powerful, but not necessarily healthy. Sometimes what feels like destiny is actually familiarity. Your brain isn't chasing love, it's chasing what feels emotionally familiar, even if that familiarity hurts. Here's another fascinating experiment. Researchers found that strangers who answered increasingly personal questions while maintaining eye contact often reported feeling an unusually deep emotional connection afterward. Why? Because vulnerability creates closeness, not magic. the more safely we reveal ourselves, the more our brains associate that person with trust and belonging. Sometimes the feeling of finding a soulmate begins with simply feeling truly seen. So, do soulmates exist? Psychology doesn't give a simple yes or no. Instead, it offers a different perspective. Maybe a soulmate isn't someone the universe hands to you. Maybe it's someone you slowly build a universe with. Someone who chooses you, someone you choose back, again and again, even after the excitement fades, even after life becomes ordinary. Because lasting love isn't maintained by fate, it's maintained by commitment, understanding, curiosity, and kindness. When the next time someone says, "I found my soulmate," maybe the real question isn't, were they destined for each other? Maybe it's, what did they build together that made it feel like destiny? And perhaps that's even more beautiful, because destiny happens once, but choosing someone can happen every single day. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell us in the comments. Do you believe soulmates are found or created?